Hello, God bless you, and welcome to the Joyful Jazz Show. I'm your host, Dr. Alvin McKinney, also known as the Prime Minister of Joyful Jazz. And we're recording live from Roscoe's Media Center in Los Angeles, California. Today our special guest is the incomparable and legendary vocalist of jazz, blues, pop, and anything else that she can sing. She wants to sing well. The legendary Barbara Morrison. But before we get started on today's show, a quick word of prayer. Gracious, blessed divine Heavenly Father, holy Lord God Almighty, Lord, we give you honor, we give you glory, and we give you praise. Father, thank you once again for an opportunity to be a blessing in the lives of other people. And thank you, Lord, for blessing this show. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, H.O.M.E, the Son of the living God's name, amen. Once again, in case you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Joyful Jazz Show. And today our special guest is the legendary vocalist, Barbara Morrison. And right now we're going to start with one of her tracks, and then we'll bring her up. Starting with her rendition of My Funny Valentine. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. And I do hope that you will enjoy it.
Sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Dear, your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than me? Is your mouth a little weird? When you open it to speak, how you smile. Oh, but please don't change your hair for me. Not if you care for me. My funny, funny, funny Valentine. Is Valentine's Day. Your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak. How you smile, how you smile. Oh, change your hair for me. Not if you care for me.
we're back. Once again, that was a wonderful rendition of My Funny Valentine with our special guest today, Miss Barbara Morrison. But right before I bring her up, I would like to make a quick shout out and thank you to Mr. Herb Hudson, Mr. Johnny Morris, my Uncle Johnny, and also Mrs. Crystal Wells here at Roscoe's Media Center Studios. Thank you, and God bless you all for your support. As we are now honoring also International Jazz Day. And as a matter of fact, our ambassador is the incomparable Miss Barbara Morrison. Welcome to the Joyful Jazz Show.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. It's fun to be here.
God bless you. Thank you for the time to come down and be with us today. My first question always is to the children of light, to encourage others to find God, regardless of what their religious denomination may be.
That's right.
Tell us about your relationship with God.
Oh, boy.
We'll bring you back.
Well, first of all, I'm the oldest of 6.
Okay.
And it was my responsibility to get everybody up on Sunday to take them to church.
I've got a lot of prayer already.
I'm 18 years older than my baby sister. And second of all, I'm the first granddaughter.
Okay.
So all of my father's children, sisters and brothers who had children, and all of my mother's sisters and brothers who had children, I had to get them up too. So I think I was burnt out when I was 13.
Oh my goodness.
But the music and the word never suffered. We always, one thing that I know I have in common with all my relatives is God. We always went to church.
Amen.
And my father on New Year's Eve, he was a veteran.
Okay.
My father was a veteran, Korean War. And every New Year's Eve, I don't care what everybody else was doing, he was right there with God. And I think it rubbed off. He was right in church. I think it rubbed off on us, too.
All right. Now, your father, where did he serve?
In Korea.
In Korea, okay.
Yep.
Well, God bless him, and thank you for his service. My uncle served in World War II.
All
And
right.
he's the one that bought me my first saxophonist.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he was actually a Muslim who married a Christian woman.
Ah,
And they worked it out.
how old were you? Your
When-
first saxophone?
Probably around about 12 or 14, somewhere along in there.
You were never a kid, Mr. McKinney.
Yes, I was.
Come on.
I'm just an old soul.
Yeah, and I'm a double amputee.
Tell us about that, and
Well,
how did the Lord bring you to
I'm
that?
here because of God.
His grace.
Hello.
Amen.
Hello. And the Spirit is here, and I got a smile on my face.
Amen.
So it must be something good.
I want to talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
I've had the opportunity to see you perform a few times since I've been in Los Angeles now, about 20 years. And one thing I've always noticed is the joy, the spirit in you that always is present on stage. You exude so much energy. People call it different things. I would call it the joy of the Lord. You're always smiling. I mean, not just being a professional, a constant professional, but it's genuine. Please, I call you a light bearer. That's what I'll call you.
It's magic. I got it from my father. My father was magical.
Amen.
When he passed away, like I said, I'm the oldest of 6. We're all sitting around talking just like we're doing right here.
Right.
And he left each and every one of us thinking that we were his favorite.
That's beautiful.
That's magic.
Amen.
That's God.
That's real. That's God's love.
Yeah.
To
My
make sure-
brother said, well, I thought I was. And he took me to the World's Fair. My sister said, he took me to the prom. My mother, we were all sitting around sharing stories. And he was special. So I'm the oldest. I always had that on him.
Right,
I'm
right.
the oldest.
The trump card.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew he wanted a boy. But I learned how to shoot pool. I learned how to do everything before my brothers.
You were hustling your own brothers and sisters. Shame on you. Bad Barbara.
But I taught him things too. Like
Amen.
my brother, right now, he can't beat me, but I taught him how to play chess when he was about 6 years old.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's a chess master.
Amen.
So he still can't beat the queen, though.
Well, I shall know better than to challenge you.
You don't try it.
No, ma'am. If you don't mind, Sister Barbara, I want to play another one of your tracks.
Are you kidding?
And this is called "Everyone Down by the Riverside," one of the classic hymns. And I do hope that you enjoy her rendition, which you can also find on YouTube. Once again, by the legendary Barbara Morrison.
I gotta roll, you gotta roll, all God's children gotta roll. When I get to heaven, gonna put on my tomorrow gonna shine all over God's heaven, 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 heaven.
I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the river. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. Ain't gonna study war no more.
You see, Everybody's talking about heaven ain't going there. Heaven, gonna shout all over God's
Amen. Once again, that was Down by the Riverside by our very special guest today, the legendary vocalist of jazz, blues, gospel, and pop, Miss Barbara Morrison. Sister Morris,
Yes, sir.
I have so many questions in my head. I'm listening to the Holy Spirit to ask me to help and guide me. For those that are not necessarily of spiritual mind, they don't understand why you would sing in so many different genres, especially if you sing genre while you singing secular. What is your response to that?
You do mostly what you see your parents do, and I think that there's a 9x10. There's a 9% or 90%. I'll say 90% chance that a child will do what they see you do, as opposed to a 50% chance of them doing what you tell them to do.
That's good numbers.
And I think that because of the versatility of both my parents, my mother loved instrumentals. As a matter of fact, when my father would get paid, if he made it home with his paycheck, she would put on Lee Morgan, the Sidewinder, and we would all dance. But if he stopped on the road and started drinking with the fellas before he got there, yeah, she'd put on something sad. But my father loved singing. He was a doo-wopper, and he also had he was a doo-wopper to sing secular stuff, but he also sang popular music, and they took old war songs and made them into doo-wop songs. And because he was taught to go to church, and he loved that too. So I was crazy about my daddy.
Amen.
I was crazy about I wanted to do everything he did.
All right. And
he used to tell me to eat my spinach, and I'd grow hair like he had on his chest, but
if you say so.
I never grew any hair, but he would tell me I wanted to be like him, and when he do like that, I'd eat my spinach like Popeye, you know.
Oh, Lord.
So we were very close.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, there was a big gap. There was about a 6-year gap before my brother was born, and when he came home from the war, he had told my mother if she wait for him, when he came home, he would buy us a house, and we would be a family again. Well, my mother fell on hard times, and she gave me away. So when he did come home from the war, he found me, and he explained to the people that they had to give. He said, "She's mine. She belongs with me."
Amen.
And they fought him tooth and nail, but he got me back.
Yeah.
And he found my mother, and he did what he said he was going to do. He bought her a house, and we became a family again.
Amen.
And
a real man.
Yeah. And then and then about 3 years later, my brother was born. So I had him all to myself. Then, of course, my sister, then my brother, then my sister, then my brother. One of my brothers passed on, but
my condolences.
yeah, we used to fight over him, and he was one of the only dads in our neighborhood. So we had other kids to fight to get to our dad because we didn't have a lot of dads in our neighborhood. And I can remember a story where my father, this one kid got in some trouble, and he had to go to jail, but he went to jail in another state. And my father petitioned the court, and he got the little kid brought back to our neighborhood so his grandparents could go to jail. They were too old to travel to another state, so he got him transferred back to our state, so they could go and visit him.
Wonderful. You have to
So
have that.
yeah. So we used to have to fight
We know about
for
that.
our dad because all the kids wanted him, and he always had candy bars. and my mother would. She got to.
Barbara kid with sugar
Yeah.
candy. There you go. Okay.
My mother was so jealous of him because he was so beautiful that she spent all of her energy being jealous
Oh.
till finally, when she did figure out that he would never cheat on her, she relaxed a little bit, and the women would come to our house and say, "Bobby there? Yeah, he's back there in the bedroom." She didn't.
God bless
it
her
didn't-
soul.
I know, it didn't bother her. And then when she died, he died. When she died, he died. I guess he said, "I'm gonna go get my. You gave me this much trouble all the time I've been alive. I'm going with you."
Amen. That's what you call it. Eternal love right there for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I would like to bring up now a couple of guests that are on the other side.
Yay.
A longtime friend visiting from, what's it called? Oh no, I forgot the name of the beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Tammy Califf.
Yes.
God bless you and welcome to the Joyful Jazz Show, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you
And-
for having us.
And your friend, Brother Everett. What's your last name, Brother
Yes,
Everett?
my last name is Vannikirk.
Danny Kirk.
Mouthful, yeah, 2 words, Dutch word.
Dutch word, all right.
Yes, it's spelled V-A-N, second word N-I-E-K-E-R-K.
All right. Well, thank you both for joining us. And Brother Everett is from here in the Los Angeles area, from what I understand.
Okay.
And he is involved in some way with music. I haven't found all the details yet, but I'm going to get that. Would you like to ask Miss Barbara Morrison a question?
I would. What would you consider your favorite song to sing?
Never Let Me Go. It reminds me of my mother, and she used to pick my father up from work at night. And we didn't know that. She would put us all to bed. And one night she went to pick him up, and it was thundering and lightning. And me being the oldest, I didn't know what to do. The kids were crying, so I put them all in the closet. Because everybody knows thunder and lightning, they don't go in the closet, right? So I kept peeking out to see if she was coming and to see why we were there all by ourselves. And I finally saw the headlights to the car, and I ran out just in my pajamas, and I ran out and I started screaming at her, "Why did you leave us here? Why did you leave us?" And she said, "Baby, I'm sorry, but I had to pick your daddy up from work." I didn't know she was doing that every night. I didn't know she was putting us in bed every night. And she says, "I'll never let you go. I'll never do anything to hurt you again." And she didn't. Every night she went to pick my dad up, she would have her sister look after us so we wouldn't be alone. And Never Let Me Go, when I learned Never Let Me Go, that reminded me of her saying that to me, and it became my favorite song. It's by Ray Evans. He also wrote Mona Lisa, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And Silver Bells. And when I learned that song, Never Let Me Go, I can see my mother saying, I'll never let you go. I'll never do that again." You know, it became my favorite song.
Eric, did you have a question before we go to a commercial break?
Since she asked that question, and right before she asked the question, you told us how much you loved your dad. So if he was here today, what song would you sing to your dad today?
Oh,
Beautiful
that's
question.
a good question.
The song that it was. I'm gonna pack my suitcase and move on down the road. Every day I have the blues.
Every day I have the blues.
When I went home to bury my mother, I didn't plan to bury her. I called my father on the phone. I said, "How's Mom doing?" He said, "Come and see." Well, I should have known from that it wasn't good. But anyway, I didn't waste any time. I booked a ticket. I went home. I went straight to the hospital. She saw me and she died.
Oh,
I'm glad
And
you had that opportunity.
my sister said, "Barbara, she waited for you." So we buried her. It was my birthday. And we buried her, and I had already booked a job. I had booked a job thinking I was going to come here and work till I can see that she's better. And I booked a job, and I went on to work anyway. And lo and behold, who was sitting in the audience but my father came. My father came, and I started singing that song, and he jumped up on the stage with me and started singing it and tore the house down. Everybody, all my relatives would say, Uncle Bobby, Uncle Bobby, Uncle Bobby. That's what everybody called him, Uncle Bobby. And he sang, and then he strutted across the stage like George Jefferson. I'm going to move on.
Amen. That's a great segue.
But he was so cool. My father was so cool.
Thank you.
So the name of the song is what?
Every Day I Have the Blues.
Every Day I Have the
Joe
Blues.
Williams. I think it was written by Chapman. Bill Chapman. Joe Williams was famous.
Right, I'm memorizing it. So first thing, I'm gonna, when I get into my car, I'm gonna play it so I can.
All right.
I have a reference.
Well, thank you both for those wonderful questions. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Okay, awesome.
Once again, you're listening to the Joyful Jazz Show. Host. Once again, we are listening to the Joyful Jazz Show, and I'm your host, Dr. Alvin McKinney, with our special guest today, the legendary vocalist, multi-gifted woman, and child, I would say light bearer, Miss Barbara Morrison. We're going to play one of her tracks now from her CD entitled Thinking of You, Joe. This track is called I'm Beginning to See the Light by the late, great Duke Ellington. I hope that you enjoy it.
I never cared much for moonlit skies, never winked back at fireflies. Now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. Never went in for afterglow, candlelight on the mistletoe. But Lord, when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. I used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark, till you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. I never made love by lantern shine, never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. I used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark, till you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. I ain't never made love by light and shine, never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light.
Once again, that was I'm Beginning to See the Light. Composition written by the late, great Duke Ellington, sung by our very special guest today, Miss Barbara Morrison. Sister Barbara, tell us a little bit more about Duke Ellington, please.
Well, he would have been 116 yesterday.
Wow. Happy birthday, sir. God bless you. And thank you for all of your wonderful music.
Happy belated birthday.
And, of course, we all know he has over 2,000 compositions in the Smithsonian.
My goodness.
And he wrote with a number of people, Bob Russell, Billy Strayhorn, Irving Mills. He's just a wonderful composer. And at UCLA right now, Professor Kenny Burrell is responsible for his music living on. As a matter of fact, I think has a show tonight for International Jazz Day.
Please talk about that, International Jazz Day, please.
Herbie Hancock is responsible for the April being Jazz Appreciation Month and International Jazz Day around the world. They're broadcasting and streaming all around the world today for International Jazz Day. The big concert is going to be streamed out of New York. Everybody's over in Paris right now, and every country, and you and I, can register and be a part of the International Jazz Day celebration all over the world.
Wonderful. I plan to do
Just
that.
go to the website,
Which is?
internationaljazzday.com.
Very simple. Internationaljazzday.com.
Yeah.
Got it.
And you can just, I think it's beautiful. I think everybody, every jazz club, every hall, should take this one day and celebrate jazz.
Amen.
I really do.
Now, speaking of that, you're also performing later on today.
That's
at
right.
the House of Music and Entertainment
Yes,
in the city
I
of
am.
Beverly Hills.
That's right.
For International Jazz Day. Is that correct?
For International Jazz Day, we'll be streamed live later. I don't have the link, but we'll be streaming live.
Oh, wonderful. Well, just go to, I think it's called H.O.M.E.
Yeah, we can do that.
90210.com, I believe. Or just look up the House of Music and Entertainment and go
That's
to
right.
their website. And a shout out to the owner, Brother Dennis D. Anthony Robinson.
Yep.
And also one of the promoters, Mr. J. Jackson over there. God bless you. And another dear friend, Mr. James Janice. God bless you all. As a matter of fact, I might come and tiptoe in and stick to the door and support you tonight.
Ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Bring your axe.
All right. I got a big brother over there, Brother Lewis Taylor on saxophone. So I don't know that you'll need me. But I'll be there for more support. but they keep a lot of just world-class musicians there, and it's a very classy, upscale place. So please come on out and support Sister Barbara today. And also, your other events are for Mother's Day, I believe.
Mother's Day in Lamert Park, in the Vision Theater, the historic Lamert Park, over near 43rd and Degnan. We're gonna open the doors at 12. We're gonna start the show at 1. We're gonna go to 6. I'll always love my mother.
Amen.
It's a Mother's Day celebration with Corny Mims and the Know-It-All, and Madam D, and Elaine Gibbs, and Nisa, and Jay Jackson,
Okay, all right.
John Stevens Big Band.
Wonderful.
We got clowns, we got everything for the children, and it's just a nice celebration. Bring a picnic basket, bring your favorite chair, your favorite lawn chair. Don't bring one of those big ones where you block the view now. Come on, you guys, straighten up. And we're going to have food and vendors. It's going to be so nice all day till 6 o'clock.
And what's and is that your place?
It's in the Vision parking lot.
Oh no, that's around the corner.
It's in the behind the historical Vision Theater, right in the parking lot, at the corner of 43rd and Degnan.
Okay, at Lamert Park.
In historical Lamert Park.
Amen.
Yeah.
Also the home of.
I'll be there.
All right. Also the home of the World Stage.
Yeah, Billy Higgins.
And also I'm gonna leak some information, but we're gonna come back to it. The Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center.
Yay!
She's leaving a legacy, so we thank God for that. But we're going to talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. Also, you have a play coming out.
Yes. No, it's out.
What's the name of that play?
The name of the play is I Want to Be Loved. It's the stories of Dinah Washington.
Awesome.
I want to be loved. Yeah, you got to come see it. We do it every third Sunday of the month.
Every third Sunday.
At
All right.
4 o'clock at the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center, 4305 Degnan, Suite 101.
One more time. 4-3.
4305 Degnan, Suite 101. That zip code is 90008.
you can just go to barbaramorrison.com or barbaramorrisonpac.com and get all the information you need.
Amen. By the way, that is a beautiful website.
Oh, thank you.
I love the layout, the colors, great structuring.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite part. I went to your bio. I wanted to get some information just to see what you're doing. And you've done a lot, but we're going to talk about that
What
in a
you
minute.
talking about, Kenny?
But hang on. Here's the best part. And I say, as much as I know about Miss Barbara Morrison, there ought to be more than what I'm seeing. But that's a lot. It's a lot of information. And I looked a little bit further down. There's a little red button. I said, It says click on it. I said, click. And this big, beautiful magazine interview was there. I said, that's what I'm talking about. All these big, and she's looking very royal. She's got her royal fro, well combed in this big chair, you know, and about 4 pages. A beautiful interview by, do you recall who it was?
Arnold, yeah. It's I forgot the magazine. Jeez, at
Hollywood.
something on Hollywood.
Hollywood with 3 O's.
Accent on Hollywood or something like
Yeah, like February 2012, I believe, or 2013, something like that.
that. 2013, yes.
Yeah, 2013. A beautiful interview, so make sure that you check that out. And as a matter of fact, just browse her website. Now, speaking of website, if they want to purchase tickets, they can also go to your website.
And look for Buy Events.
If they want to purchase your CDs, where can they go to find
Amazon, Amazon.com. Or you can come over to the center and see the show and get one.
There you go.
I sell them at the show, so that'd be a good way to get an autograph.
Amen. As a matter of fact, I had a chance to stop by there a few weeks ago.
Did you?
He was on what I think you call it Motown Monday Night
Motown Mondays.
with Brother Cornelius Mims and the Know-It-Alls.
And the Know-It-Alls.
Those
Every
are some
Monday.
phenomenal musicians. They know every song in the entire Motown catalog. I kid you not. Oh, and by the way, for the first time in my life, I actually heard the lyrics to Mr. Magic by Grover Washington.
Oh, yeah, who sang them?
You did.
Thank you, darling.
And I never heard that. I've heard that. I know the song. I want to come up there and play with you. I said, I'll just wait my turn.
Hey, you know, a lot of people don't know Roberta Flack had a hand in that.
I didn't know that.
Roberta Flack wrote those lyrics.
I did not know that.
Roberta Flack.
I want to thank you because I never heard the words before.
That's where Grover got it from.
Wow.
You know, a lot of women are overlooked. You know Lil Hardin?
I know the name.
Okay. Just for a thrill.
Okay.
That was Louis Armstrong's wife.
Did not know that.
She handled that band.
Amen.
She did the music and blah. She kept Louis out there like a king, the king that he was. She was a great composer.
Tell you what I want to do. I want to play. I want to play your request. This is Autumn Leaves, a video by Miss Barbara Morrison, and we're gonna be right back. I do hope that you enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Montreux. The autumn leaves drift by my window. They're falling leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, those summer kisses, that sunburned hand that I used to hold. Oh, since you went away, the days grow long, and pretty soon I'll hear old summer song. Oh, but I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. The autumn leaves, oh, they drip by my window. The falling leaves, oh, of red and gold. I see your lips, those summer kisses, that sunburned hand that I used to hold. Since just when the autumn leaves start to fall. You always keep a wind on the leaves, left drifting by sweat. Oh, where people wind those autumn leaves, let me tell you, they begin to fall. Sweet word, but people know autumn leaves, drifting by my window. Hey, don't you know they're gonna fall? I see those autumn leaves. So people, when they were starting to
Once again, that was a beautiful rendition of Autumn Leaves, featuring our very special guest today, the legendary Barbara Morrison, as she exited stage left. Sister Barbara, we were laughing about that earlier. Please tell us about this performance. Where was it located, and the musicians in it, please?
It's 2004. That's in Montreux, Switzerland. I actually had a student, and she was about 13.
Is that right?
And I said, what are you going to do this summer? And she said, well, I'm going to go to Montreux. This will be my first time out of the country. And I said, you know, I wish I could go to Montreux. And her teacher said, one of her other teachers said, you want to go to Montreux? I said, well, yeah. She picked up her phone and called on a cell phone to Montreux, Switzerland, and said, we're bringing Barbara Morrison with us. And I did, and I ended up being the utility singer for Carlos Santana, Herbie Hancock, Steve Winwood, Wayne Shorter,
all these A-list people,
along with Patty Austin, Angelique Kudjoe, Star, and me. Bobby Parker, Patti LaBelle.
Iron Sharpens Iron.
Yeah,
Right there
the owner of the Montreux Jazz Festival said, hey, Barbara, can you open the show for blah, 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 blah? And I said, I think so.
I'm sure you knocked it out the park. Such a humble spirit.
They did a video.
Okay.
And because I could do the blues too, I got to be on all 5 videos.
That's all right.
There's me and Carlos Santana and Buddy Guy and Bobby Parker.
Okay. Bobby Parker.
And then there's Solomon Burke, me and Solomon Burke.
Good Lord.
Me and Patti LaBelle, me and Gatemouth Brown.
Gatemouth?
Gatemouth. And last time I'd seen him was 82.
Okay.
We were up for a Grammy. God, I'm dating myself, huh?
No.
That's
You've done some living.
82. We were up against Gatemouth for the Grammy.
Now, question, speaking of that, have you won any awards of that nature?
Well, I've won some music awards, but never a Grammy. I've been nominated 3 times.
All right. Listen, just so you know, I'm one recording short of being an official voting member of NARAS. For those that don't know, that's the National Association for Recording
Arts and
Sciences.
What do you mean you're 1 vote short?
I need 1 more recording so I can be an official member.
Well, you know, a lot of people...
And you will have my vote as soon as I get that other recording.
A lot of people get confused. And I'll tell you why.
Please.
When you record, you see this record right here?
Yes, ma'am.
When you record a song, that's a master. And all you have to have is 10 masters.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you see how many songs on there?
Yes, ma'am. That's about 13, 14?
Yeah. There's your requirement right there.
Yes, ma'am. I'm 1 song short.
Okay.
I've done my paperwork. I'm submitted.
Okay.
I'm a member, but I'm not a voting member.
All right.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
See, a lot of people think you got to do 10 CDs.
Oh, all right.
But all you have to have is 10 masters.
Amen. Well, thank you for clarifying.
You see the difference? Each song is a master.
That's awesome. You know what? Since you mentioned the blues, I want to play one of your blues videos.
Don't start. Don't start with me.
No, it's actually called "Don't Touch Me."
No.
But boom. Y'all gonna enjoy this. Oh, she is so charismatic on stage. Once again, the lovely and gifted and light bearer, legendary vocalist Barbara Morrison singing "Don't Touch Me." Y'all gonna enjoy this. Oh my goodness. Once again, that was the most entertaining and gifted vocalist Special guest today, the legendary Barbara Morrison singing "Don't Touch Me." Oh my goodness! Tell us about that song and who the artists are.
That was Charles Smalls, Ricky Taylor, Ron Bishop, and Peter Buck, but it was written by Teddy Edwards.
Okay, all right.
And he said, he called me on the phone one day and he said, "Hey, Barbara, I got a real good song for you. I tried to give it to Ernie, but he didn't want to do it. He said it's a song for a girl." And I said, okay, and I went in the studio and I recorded. Then Ernestine Anderson, she was out here on the Playboy Jazz Festival.
Mm-hmm.
She was staying with me. She said, "Barbara, where you get that song from?" I said, "Teddy." So when she got ready to leave, she said, "Barbara, I'm sorry, but I'm doing that song." So she put it on her CD. Sweet Baby J put it on her CD.
Mm-hmm.
Yvette Freeman put it on her CD. But I think I was the only one that broke through.
All right. Well, you definitely broke through. Matter of fact, you can actually purchase that particular song on this CD called "I Know How to Do It" by Barbara Morrison. Now, Sister Barbara, there's so much more I want to ask you. So I want to bring you back. We're going to make a miniseries out of you. You've done so much in your lifetime. But here's one question I would like to ask.
Yes.
Out of all the wonderful people and world-class A-list people that you perform with, including Gerald Wilson, Dizzy Gillespie, Ray Charles, James Moody, who, by the way, before he passed away, was a Colorado saxophone artist. I have to mention that because I'm an artist myself. God bless you. Colorado saxophones through the distributor, Buffet Group USA. Shout out to those guys. And I'll mention my others a little bit later. Also, as we mentioned earlier, Grover Washington was also a Colorado saxophone artist. Wow. But going on with the list, Ron Carter, Etta James, Esther Phillips, David T. Walker, Jimmy Smith, organist, my dad loves him, Johnny Otis, Dr. John, blues specialist, Kenny Burrell, phenomenal guitarist, Terrence Blanchard, trumpet player, Joe Sample, all these great names, Cedar Walton, Nancy Wilson, Joe Williams, Tony Bennett, Keb Moe, my goodness, Count Basie Orchestra, the Clayton Hamilton Orchestra, Doc Severinsen Big Band. I need to take a breath and get some water just so I can finish the rest of the page.
Oh.
God has blessed you so much.
I feel blessed.
I want to ask you this question. Out of all of these people, including others who I didn't mention, which artist stands up the most in your mind or in your heart that you feel that touched you or motivated you in a special way, and why?
I'd have to say two people.
All right.
One of them was Eddie Cleanhead Vincent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the great alto saxophonist.
Yes.
He was like my father.
Amen.
I was kind of lost
So
when
like a mentor, so to speak?
He was like my father. Okay. He looked after me like a father, and wonderful. So did Johnny Otis.
Johnny Otis.
Those two people, I never, ever felt love like that before in my life. And they loved me, genuinely loved me. And
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I respected them the most. I was closest to them.
Thank you for sharing that. Also, a shout out to Brother Tim. I want to thank you for being here today, and also
Mr. Morganfield.
Mr. Morganfield.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here with us today, and also thank you to Sister Tammy. Good to see you again, my friend, and Brother Everett over in the corner.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Same here.
Really nice to meet you.
And I'll also mention my other endorsements very quickly. I mentioned the Colorado saxophones earlier, but also Beachler mouthpieces, Legier Reeds, Audio Technica microphones, and Korg keyboards. God bless you all for your support and your wonderful products. I look forward to continue to work and serve and honor you as best that I can. Thank you for trusting me with your wonderful products. Also today on board, my big joker and body protector, Brother Rock. Thank you, sir. Once again, you've been listening to the Joyful Jazz Show, and our special guest today was the incomparable, gifted voice of light, Miss Barbara Morrison. And we're going to end with a track, actually the first track on our CD, and it is called Smack Dab in the Middle, written by Charles E. Calhoun, from her CD entitled Thinking of You, Joe. Make sure that you pick it up. You can find her on Amazon, or check her out at her Performing Arts Center, where she also teaches children about music. And it's called the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center. You can also Google it, and even check it out on her website, barbaramorrison.com. Once again, you'll be listening to the Joyful Jazz Show, and I'm your host, Dr. Alvin McKinney, also known as the Primus of Joyful Jazz. Know that we love you here at Roscoe's Media Center, and we look forward to seeing you next week. God bless you.
mind, where people have a rockin' time. Folks stay awake all day and night. Everybody's feeling good and right. Then throw me smack dab in the middle, push me smack dab in the middle, chuckle me smack dab in the middle, and let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. I want 10 Cadillacs and a diamond mill, 10 suits of clothes dressed to kill, a 10-room house and some barbecue, and 60 stairs not over 22. Then throw me smack dab in the middle, push me smack dab in the middle, chuck me smack dab in the middle, and let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. I want a lot of bread and a lot of meat, oodles of butter and something sweet, gallons of coffee to wash it down, bicarbonated soda by the pound. Then throw me smack dab in the center, child, smack dab in the middle, push me smack dab in the middle, and let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. Hamilton band, cause they're out of this world. Streets that's paved with natural pearls, a wagon load of bonds and stocks, that open up the door to Fort Knox. And throw me smack dab in the center, child, smack dab in the middle. I wanna be smack dab in the middle, and let me rock and roll to satisfy my